Three guys refuse to help her, and she wants to know why.
I'm here to say one more thing. I just had to drag my AC out of my car to my apartment building. Three guys passed me. None of them offered to help. None. None. 0 out of 3. Why? Because you couldn't lift it? You were too scared to lift it? Is that why? Am I intimidating? Am I more masculine than you?
Wow, check that out. So she immediately goes to shaming because these guys didn't drop everything that they were doing. They didn't pick up in the peripherals that there was a lady in distress trying to move her air conditioner. Isn't it f***ing crazy that she immediately goes to belittling them and trying to hit them below the belt? I say this a lot, said it before, but when a woman wants to agitate you, when she wants to shame you, when she wants to talk bad about you, what she does is she attacks what you fundamentally are, because these women know that men as a whole, what society often does to them is they often say, oh, you're not a real man does this. It's like for some reason when it comes to men, we really attack their masculinity, we attack their manhood, and women do this instinctively and reflexively when they want to really hit a man hard, when they really want to get at him and upset him, and they attack you for what you are fundamentally, which is a man. But for some reason, when society goes at women, when people go at women, they don't really attack their womanhood or their femininity, really. It's just because it's not as big of a deal, because these women, what does it even mean to be a woman nowadays? Nobody even knows the definition of a woman. A woman wants to be strong and independent one day. A woman wants to be submissive, sweet, and feminine one day. It doesn't really mean anything. But when it comes to manhood, when it comes to masculine virtues and being a real man, that for some reason is such a big thing that is talked about. So you get a woman like this, she's mad at these men, so what does she do? She attacks their masculinity. Fantastic.
Somehow she thought she was entitled to be helped, and that's why she is upset, because three guys didn't help her while she was struggling.
Yeah.
If you don't ask, most guys will assume that you are strong and independent and you probably don't need a hand.
Don't touch me. Okay. Three pull snatch.
He was giving...
Well, yeah, I mean, she could have done it. She could have said that more politely. Look at her body language when she said it. Just an absolute bitch.
Don't touch me. Okay. Three pull snatch.
Yeah, you had that coming.
He was giving you the extra toke you needed because he knew you...
Yeah, she had that coming. I mean, even the way she asked for him to not touch her, she said it in such a rude way, her body language. And then you'll notice everybody kind of laughed it off.
Don't touch me. Okay.
They all laughed it off. You'll notice her immediate instinct was to be just a bitch, basically. And they all laughed it off. Like, haha, you're so mean. Such a bitch to your coach who's really just trying to help you.
She was unnecessarily trying to prove she could do it by herself and was taught a lesson. This wasn't the best moment to practice being strong and independent, and her result proved it. He was there to support her, and he knew she still needed a bit of push to get it right. But as her strong and independent mindset said otherwise...
Yeah, it's a strong and independent mindset, I guess, but it's also just arrogance, right? She's just ignorant. It's not a good character. Not good character here. Don't touch me. She has an attitude problem, obviously, and she probably was raised by a single mom.
Didn't think she needed him, only to find her face on the mat. What did she win with this? They are unnecessarily placing themselves at a disadvantage by leading with this mindset. As a coach, she should trust his judgment. He knew she still needed a bit of push, but somehow she wanted to prove that she could do it without his help, and it didn't go as expected. I have seen many comments from people claiming there was nothing wrong with it as she just wanted to try it by herself, but most of us agree if that is the case. She didn't do a good job expressing herself in that sense. You don't tell your coach don't touch me when you want to try a move by yourself. There are other forms of talking to your coach about your desire to try it without his assistance.
Yeah, it just doesn't have respect. You don't talk to a coach like that. And if you do, you need to be put in your place. But this is a gynocentric environment. It's not going to happen.
I know most coaches encourage their students to try things on their own when they think they can do it. But in this case, the scenario was different. Based on her reaction, she wasn't happy that he helped her. It's like she wanted to let him know that she didn't need his help to get that outcome, and this is where the thing gets complicated for those strong and independent. Her second result shows that she still needs him. What's the point of going to class if you think you know more than your coach? He just wanted to help.
Instead of politely asking for help, she decided to struggle and then complain about 3 guys who saw her struggling but didn't help. Ladies, if you want men's help, make sure you open your mouth and ask.
I'm here to say one more thing. I just had to drag my AC out of my car to my apartment building. 3 guys passed me. None of them offered to help. None. 0 out of 3. Why? Because you couldn't lift it? You were too scared to lift it?
So I just moved, and not even a little bit of me felt entitled to people's help when moving. If I asked for someone's help, I offered to pay them, right? This is just basic human to human interaction. And you want something, then you better basically be willing to give something in exchange for that help. But this young lady here, for some reason, she thinks people should just drop what they're doing and help her out. And I say people, men. If she sees women walking on the street, I don't know, a group of girls, she doesn't expect those girls to help her. No, it's only men. It's men she expects to help her out. And just like the girl before her who tried to do a backflip on her own, it's just not good character, you know? I mean, you listen to these girls here, man. They're just arrogant and entitled, rude, and just treating men not good, right? I mean, the girl before her, she was treating her coach poorly. He was just trying to help her out. And now this woman here is treating these men poorly. It's not good character, bottom line. These men were just on the street walking, and the arrogance that this woman is displaying to think that she is just owed and entitled. She doesn't even need to ask. Men are just supposed to know. Men are just supposed to know that, hey, if a woman looks like she might need a little bit of help, you better go and help her. And then on the other hand, right, it's could be, the outcome could be that a guy goes up and tries to help her, and then she makes a TikTok. Oh my God, this guy thinks I needed his help. These guys need to mind their own business. They're so creepy, right? It's just with these modern day women. It's an issue with their character, their entitlement, their arrogance. So this woman here is just displaying it. It's disgusting, really, how she's acting. And then, as you know, we saw in the beginning, she then goes to shame these men and belittle them, talk bad about their manhood and their masculinity. And then you can she's going to go in and say, oh, am I too intimidating? And this kind of reveals a lot about their mindset, especially like when these women get rejected by men. It's almost comical that they'll then go and say, oh, I was too intimidating. And then you can see here, these men didn't help. I must have been too intimidating. It's like, how arrogant, you know? You're so humble here. Sarcasm. You're so humble that you just immediately must assume these people are intimidated by you. Your power is so felt by the people around you that the only logical explanation as to why someone might reject you or not help you out is that they're just intimidated by your human presence.
Am I intimidating? Am I more masculine than you?
Did she bother to politely ask them for help? I doubt it. You're a competent adult. If you want to help, just open your mouth and ask.
Yeah, so just imagine dating a woman like this. Imagine being in a relationship with a woman like this. Oh, and that reminds me, I want to play this clip for you guys I saw today. So imagine being in a relationship with a woman like this.
Does 2 plus 2 equal 4?
In your brain, it definitely does.
I'm asking you.
Like, what are we talking about? Two what?
The
I'm
numbers.
just asking you a
Literally
simple,
the
does
two.
2 plus
Guys are
2
numbers.
equal 4?
1 atom plus 1 atom equals 2. Yes. 2
Does
plus 2
it,
is 4.
or yes or no, equal 4?
Say it again.
Does 2 plus 2 equal 4?
If we're talking on the atomic level, yes.
Okay, what level does it not equal 4?
Anything other than the atomic level.
So anything other than the atomic level, meaning
I am a body made of billions of cells. So
What on earth? What is wrong with these chicks, dude? What is going on? And basically all that was she was mad at him. She was mad at him. She doesn't really like the way he was talking to her. And so she doesn't want to concede that 2 plus 2 equals 4. She's like, on what level? Crazy. So yeah, imagine being in a relationship with a woman like this. Imagine being in a relationship with a woman like this, with the AC. It's just, what is going on with these Western women, bro? And I just am flabbergasted half of the time when I come across this shit, man. This chick would not want to concede that 2 plus 2 equals 4. Bro, it's over. It's so over.
Gone are the days when a man would fall on his sword for you. They don't need men until they need men.
Dude.
She was probably fishing for help with her bills too. Nothing wrong with asking for help. Is that too hard for
Just
you?
not good people.
Where is her boyfriend? Did she bother to ask for help? If you need a hand, the best thing you can do
She
is
doesn't
ask for
think
it.
she should have to ask for help. She thinks men should just get it. They should just get it. They should just see a woman and they should just get it. Oh, this lady needs help with her AC. Come on, guys. Let's become captains. Save a hose.
Why do people expect strangers to run and help them? Especially when we have a society
No,
full...
hold on, my friend. Hold on, my friend. People do not expect strangers to help. Women, modern women, entitled women expect strangers to just drop everything and help them. Not people.
to run and help them, especially when we have a society full of strong and independent.
That's right.
Most of us don't mind helping if we see someone who actually needs help. But
Well, men don't go around saying they're strong and independent, do they? So it's like we don't make that affirmative statement ever, which is why it's like they're intentionally, they don't realize it, these women, but they're basically telling other people like, I'm independent, leave me alone, I don't need your help. Like, men don't say this stuff, so they would actually be more warm and welcoming for help. Whereas it's like it's only women saying basically, leave me the F alone. I'm strong and independent. I got this. Don't need no man. Men don't say they don't need women. It's such an asinine, silly thing to say. We don't say this shit. So it's like this is why, in my opinion, men are more inclined to get help from other men nowadays because they don't make these affirmative statements that I don't need help, don't need men, I'm independent. We don't say this stuff. It's so stupid. But these women do. These young ladies, these women, these modern women, these Western women, they do say this stuff. So it's like they don't realize it, but they are basically pushing everyone away that could maybe or would maybe want to help.
a woman who is fully capable of lifting her staff, she is complaining too much. I think they would be more inclined to help if the person carrying the AC was an old person or someone with some sort of disability. But when she is healthy and fully capable, she shouldn't feel entitled to their help just because she is a woman. I don't know why
That's just not a good person that we just watched.
and independent tend to forget I don't need a man's statement when there is something to lift. In my opinion, this is the best moment she should have used to display how strong she is.
That's
but
right.
Unfortunately, most of them prefer to ignore that statement in these circumstances. This type of video always gets me confused, since we are all
Women like this would be so entitled that they would call up movers and then they would get everything moved and then they would be surprised when these movers ask for a form of a payment. These women would be surprised when these movers asked them Visa or MasterCard or Amex. They would look at them like, what? I thought I just got it for free. I thought you guys were just here to be men. Oh, you're asking me for a payment? Are you intimidated by me? Are you insecure in your masculinity? I have to pay for this service? Are you kidding me?
Why are you expecting special treatment? It doesn't make any sense. Why does she think they should have helped her? Her next statement made this video more interesting.
Oh, God.
Am I intimidating?
There it is.
Really? What does intimidation have to do with the fact those men just want to go about their business and let another capable adult do her thing? Just accept it. They didn't want to help because they didn't want to. They knew as a strong and independent you could handle it perfectly, as you did. Next time, if you need help, just open your mouth and ask.
Sometimes we see videos like the one we are about to watch. I will be honest to say it makes me sad when I see women at certain stages of their lives, but still clueless regarding what most men are looking for. It makes me understand why there are so many people struggling when it comes to relationships. Her idea of what we want is completely wrong, but the sad part is that she believes in it. You can see it in her conviction while she is talking about it.
Strong women intimidate weak men. That's known. Because if he was an alpha and he was in his masculine energy, pure masculine energy, not wounded energy, he would want a smart, hardworking woman on his side because she will inspire him, she'll guide him, she'll give him advice, she'll give him constructive criticism, she will be there, she'll be his rock. And together they can build. I don't want a man to sit down and watch me build and clap for me. No, I want a man to build with. So when a man is intimidated by a strong woman, he's weak.
Again, we're back to the intimidation. This is the thing. It's like, this is what I was saying, is when women don't get their way with men, they just say these men are intimidated. It's like this shows their ego. This shows their arrogance. This shows how much air they've inflated in their heads and how much they pedestalize themselves mentally. This goes to show how egotistical they are. When a man doesn't want to date you, when a man doesn't want to help you with your air conditioner, he's intimidated. That's it. That's where their mind goes. That's the only logical explanation for a lot of these women is just, oh, he's intimidated. I'm so fucking great. I'm so commanding. My presence is so hard to cope with because it's so powerful that if it doesn't go my way, they're just intimidated. It's a them problem. It couldn't be me. Couldn't be me. It's them. It's the same thing where it's like you get these girls that do prawn, these OnlyFans girls. When these men don't want to date them, it's not them. It's not them that are doing wrong things. It's not them that are putting these men off. No, it's them. They're insecure. They're insecure because they don't like me getting piped down on the internet. It's an insecurity in them. So it's like I love actually hearing these women say that these men are intimidated when it's so obviously not the case, because it just proves how delusional their mentality is. It just proves how egotistical they are. It just proves that they're extremely insufferable and are not relationship material because they're all very egotistical. Have this, selective boss babe, independent mentality. I'm a strong independent today, but I'm carrying my AC, so I actually need male help. I need it and I want it. And if I don't get it, they're intimidated. But I'm going to leave the video there, guys. As you can tell, this one kind of frustrated me a little bit. These are some insufferable, God, just not good character from any of the women in that video. Yeah, I'm tired of this intimidation bullshit. These women think they're so intimidating. It's actually incredible. And on that last clip, like, men do want smart women. I don't know why they insist that we don't, but it's a cop-out, right? It's like they think, oh, he doesn't like me because I'm smart and I'm intimidating. And they don't do enough. Well, maybe they do the self-reflection. It's just they don't like the conclusion. And it's that, oh, maybe my personality is a little bit abrasive. Maybe my character traits aren't that appealing. Maybe I come off masculine. Maybe I come off arrogant. Maybe I have no charisma. Yeah, so, and then they just say, no, that couldn't be it. It's because I'm too smart. It's because I'm too intimidating. I'm too great. And that's why these men don't want me. Makes sense? But anyways, I'm going to leave the video there. So if you enjoyed it, leave a like and a subscription. Bye-bye.